Big 22 Girls Senior All-Star Game introductions have been made on the field, and we are getting set to get underway, but we're going to have the national anthem first. We'll give a chance to give us our referees. Our center referee, Aaron Seltzer. Assistant referee 1 is Rebecca Enick, and assistant referee 2 is Kayla Magapinto. An all-female crew for this all-female all-star game. And now it's time for our national anthem here at Penn State Harrisburg. And our two teams are set to go now. And the anthem, it's been a good day for everybody. They had a practice this morning with both these teams. They were together in the same areas, practicing themselves. But these ladies have gotten to know each other. Some of them already knew each other. Some of them, you're going to find out, are actually going to play college soccer together as well. Some from Pennsylvania, some from Maryland, coming together at the collegiate level. But all of these young ladies are going to be playing at the collegiate level, and it's a great opportunity to see all of them out here one more time playing together as a group. Let's take a look at our head coaches for this game. There is the Maryland team, and the coaches there you can see. Now on the left is Kayla Edwards. She's a former D1 college player, Cal State Bakersfield, a club and high school coach as well. And over on the right side of that was Athena Gramatis, former assistant coach at St. John's, and has been with Maryland United now as a club coach for 10 years now. There's Pennsylvania over on that side. I believe over on the left-hand side there of the team picture, that would be Manya Papioni. She's a former head coach at George Mason University and also former U.S. national team and professional player. Alyssa Radu is the other coach there for Pennsylvania. She formerly was the head coach at NJIT. Also is the executive director of the Philadelphia Union Foundation, as well as co-founder of One Mindset. Both of these ladies on the Pennsylvania side also former Division I players at the collegiate level. So a couple of excellent role models on each side for both these teams as the teams are posing for their final photographs before we kick things off. Let's take a look at the roster for Pennsylvania. Their goalkeeper will be Molly Millar. She'll be going to Pacific Lutheran University. Haley Adams is a defender going to Alvernia University. Sarah Long, a defender going to Lock Haven University. Lily Dietrich is a defender going to Albright University. Boyd is a defender going to Westchester University. Claire Thompson, she's a forward going to Wilson College. Emma Shapansky, central midfielder going to UMBC. Elizabeth Wolf is a central midfielder going to Lock Haven. Taylor Bard is a midfielder going to Elizabethtown College. Maddie Wagner is a central midfielder going to Lebanon Valley College. Janelle Blocker, defender going to UNC Wilmington. Ryan Hamaker is a forward going to Westchester University. Addison Krug is a forward going to York College. Madison Durr, a defender going to Chatham University. That is Team Pennsylvania today. For Team Maryland, they've got 2 goalkeepers. Tommy Decker is going to Abilene Christian University. Caitlin Ruddy is going to Randolph-Macon College. And their field players, Gracie Asari-Dramena. She is going to Shepherd University. Charlotte Grimes, a defender, going to Wilson College. Sophia Frucci, a center back, going to Widener University. Emerson Scott, a defender, going to Florida Atlantic University. Bryce Sarver, a fullback, going to UMBC. Grayson Tischer, central midfielder, going to the University of Maryland. Peyton Salice, a central midfielder, going to St. Joseph's University. Charlotte Bryant, a center forward, going to St. Mary's University in Maryland. Moran Coro, a center midfielder, going to Taos University. Giada Monti, a center midfielder, going to Ursinus College. Ava Scott, a forward, going to Flagler College. Sophia Michelle, a forward, going to George Washington University. And we've got an opportunity right away as making a run to the middle. Charlotte Bryant sends that shot just high. And said Sophia Michelle, forward, going to George Washington University, and Taylor Edwards, a forward, going to Notre Dame of Maryland. So that is your lineup for Team Maryland, as it will be a goal kick coming up now for Team Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania will be going left to right on your screen, and they are in the blue uniforms with the white trim, in the red with the white trim, the team uniforms of Team Maryland. So taking the goal kick here will be Molly Millar of Team Pennsylvania. The field is controlled by Maryland. Into the midfield they go. They look like they're in a 4-3-3, very popular all-star formations, very offensive-minded when you use that 4-3-3 formation. Ball's in the midfield right now and dropped all the way back to the center backs. That was Charlotte Grimes, who's one of the center backs. Takeaway there as Sarver is dispossessed, coming in. Over on the left foot, that is Addison Krug who has it right now. And she gets dispossessed in the midfield. Coming back the other way is Tischer. Finds Bryant. She's number 9. The opposing number 9 for Pennsylvania comes up with it, and that is Elizabeth Wolf. I'll give you a little bit more information about some of these players as the night goes on. Bryant passing over to Peyton Salice. And dropping it back now is Tischer into the back line. Up to Aswari Dramena. Ball taken away on the side. Ball played long as it was Claire Thompson for Team Pennsylvania. Will send that ball long. An opportunity to throw in now for Maryland as that goes out, but it's a good opportunity to press if Pennsylvania wants to do so. Throw-in is on the opposite side of the field. Sun in the eyes as we still are in daylight at this point. Probably by the end of this game, that sun will go away just enough. Throw-in coming up a little bit further up the field as that one's played out. So here comes Maryland up the field. In the midfield. That is Salice. Plays it over here on the near side. Inside to Bryan. Swing it opposite side. To Aswari Dramena. On that far side. That's Frucci, I believe, over on that far side. There's a long ball played up. Looking for the speed of Sophia Michelle. Cut off in the back by Pennsylvania. Maryland will control. Ball dispossessed, and back the other way comes the team in blue. Cannot maintain possession. And the ball goes up the field. Here's an opportunity now on the left-hand side. Cutting into the box. And a corner kick is going to be won by Team Pennsylvania. Hold up play that time by the team in blue. And up front, and that is Addison Krug. Was able to hold that ball into the area and force that ball over. So Pennsylvania will send the defender up into the box. opportunity now on the corner kick. Ball sent low to the near post and cleared away pretty easily. Played back out. Can Pennsylvania get it? Yes, they'll recycle here. We're here in the 5th minute of our inaugural Big 22 All-Star game. Girls soccer. Knocked out a play over on that far side, and it will be Frucci to throw the ball in for Maryland. Throw up the side. They're going to get it all the way up to midfield. Michelle has that ball taken off with her foot. Pennsylvania will drop the ball back. Set up a little bit of possession for the team from the Keystone State. That ball is sent up to midfield. Back the other way. Good pressure that time. Is that a slice going into the box? Knocked over the sideline. Maybe a throw-in coming up. Good work there by Ashlyn Bond. She's able to knock that ball out of play. Now trying to set something up. Pennsylvania steps in. There's Bond playing the ball up the field. Krug with a good turn, but can't get the ball possessed and drop all the way back, possessed back to the keeper. Oh, that's a tough play and a tough one by the good job running that one down. That's Tavi Decker. Good speed, excellent pressure that time, and taking his Hammaker. Gets that opportunity, is going to win another corner kick, the second of the game for Team Pennsylvania. Going up to get that will be Elizabeth Wolf. She's a midfielder who played her high school ball at Hughesville, Pennsylvania. She's going to be a bald eagle next year at Lock Haven University, along with her teammate on this team, Sarah Long. Takes the corner kick, sent in. Only red jerseys in the immediate area. Sent all the way back out. Bond will try to send it back into play, and Maryland will clear it up near midfield. And coming up to Team Pennsylvania on the far side at midfield. 7th minute of play, no score. Coming up at halftime, we'll have an interview with John Gregg, the elite Soccer Academy director whose brainchild this event was. Talk to him about how this all got started. Here's a play to the middle. Good job of a cross there, and also an equally excellent job by Tavi Decker of cutting that ball off before it gets deflected into the net. He had an on-rushing player coming. I believe that was Krug coming across the middle. Here comes Maryland going the other direction. They'll possess in the middle of the field here. Right, the center logo. On the campus of Penn State Harrisburg. That's why you see that big Nittany lion in the middle of the field. Ball goes harmlessly over the end line for a goal kick for Pennsylvania. There's number 15 there for Maryland, Taylor Edwards. She's a true power forward. Great size, shooting power. Going to be a Gator next year. D3 level for Notre Dame, Maryland. She's playing on that left forward position right now for Team Maryland here in the early going. Millar kicks the ball up to midfield. Can't get it. Here comes Charlotte Bryan the other way for Maryland. Bond will step in. Here comes Pennsylvania going the opposite direction. Long ball played. Asari Dramena was able to tow that ball away slightly out of danger. First foul of the day. You can expect this also with all-star games. Many times, at least until they get a little bit more competitive, intense, you won't see as physical of play as you might see during a club game or a high school game. Ball sent on the free kick all the way back, and all the way back to the keeper, Tavi Decker. She'll punt that ball up the field. Opportunity now. There's Michelle with it. Gets around one center back. Played back out by Pennsylvania's Sarah Long. Will go out of play for a throw-in from Maryland, but still an opportunity coming up here for Maryland in the offensive third. So there's the throw. Up the side. Pennsylvania will play it back out to a more neutral part of the field and then win possession. Can they string some passes together here? Drop it all the way back to the far side, man. I believe that's Madison Durr back there at the left back position. All played up near the middle of the field. Edwards in the middle. Adams attempts to clear for Team Pennsylvania. They can't get it all the way out. Here's an opportunity for Maryland. Silky smooth moves of Sophia Michelle. But finally dispossessed by Haley Adams of Pennsylvania. Counterattack opportunity for Pennsylvania. Up the right-hand side, here's Hamaker. Look at the speed from Ryan Hamaker as she bursts into the box on the right side. Across and played back out. Good job by Dramena to make that a corner kick only. It's a dangerous cross from Ryan Hamaker. Later club ball at Casa. Also a multi-sport athlete at East Pennsboro High School this past year, going to Westchester University to play her college ball. Corner kick opportunity. Potential short corner set up for Pennsylvania, but they'll send everyone in the box. Easy play as it just floats harmlessly into the arms of an uncontested Tavi Decker. See Decker there, number 0. She's going to Abilene Christian University, Division I program. She's got a lot of great accolades as well. We'll talk about them a little bit as we go forward. Throwing coming up for Maryland over on the far side near midfield. Pressure from, that's Thompson pressuring for Team Pennsylvania over on that far side. Still no score here as we're in the 12th minute of action of the inaugural Big 22 Senior All-Star Game. Glad you could join us today wherever you're checking out our streaming action here tonight. Pass over on the near side. Here's Bryce Sarver. Good step by Sarah Long of Pennsylvania. Knocked that ball out of bounds. Throw-in coming up for Team Maryland. Hustle from Hamaker, gets the possession. Here's Krug, plays Hamaker down on the right side. Again, that speed of Hamaker over on that right wing with the cross. Looking and cleared away from danger and all the way to a more neutral position. Opportunity for Pennsylvania. They play it into the box, sent right back out. Here's Pennsylvania. Bond sends it in, and now turning and firing with that one with the shot is Emma Shapansky. That one is going to be easily handled by Decker in goal. Big punt from Decker. The red jerseys, though, everybody had gotten all the way back, so easy possession there for Team Pennsylvania here in the 13th minute. All the way to their keeper, Molly Millar. She's going to Pacific Lutheran University next year. Plays her club ball with PA Classics here in Harrisburg. Ball over on the far side. Lost out of bounds, and possession will turn back over to Maryland with the throw. Coming up at halftime, we'll talk with John Gregg, director of Elite Soccer Academy. He'll tell us all about the creation of this event. Great event that it is, getting to showcase some of the best talent in the state in girls soccer. The state of Pennsylvania and the state of Maryland. Some outstanding athletes, and one of them on the ball right now for Maryland, and that is Bryce Sarver. Trying to get it by Sarah Long in front of her. Now a chance for Pennsylvania for a moment, but they'll play it back to Maryland, will back to their keeper. Both teams had a brief training session this morning, so it's not like there's a ton of understanding teamwork from a lot of these ladies playing together for the first time. Might see a little bit more continuity as this game goes further and they get used to each other. Here's a cross into the box. Long is able to head that out of danger. Flipped out by Bond. Right back in. Bryan gets bodied up, does not get a shot off. And now a clearance by Pennsylvania back up to midfield. Chance for a counter here. Hamaker's been dangerous with her speed, but she loses the ball. Here's Salinas, the St. Joe's product. It's a back to the middle. Very dangerous Grayson Tischer now with the ball. Number 7 sends it in. Here's an opportunity on the far side. Good job by Adams being able to defend on that side, and she will give up the corner there. Good work by Maryland, as that was Giada Monti, going to her Sinus College, number 11, who was able to win the ball over on that side. So first corner kick of the game coming up for Team Maryland. An opportunity here. Team south of the Mason-Dixon line. Sends in the box nice and high. Heading it is Charlotte Bryan, but just over the bar. A good effort, though, nonetheless, for Charlotte Bryan. Bryan plays her club ball at FC Frederick. First team All-State and an SMAC Player of the Year in 2025 is Charlotte Bryan, going to St. Mary's College in Maryland as a Seahawk at the Division III level next year. Here comes Pennsylvania up the left-hand side. Thompson. There's the ball over there. Down the wing. They send it to Krug, but she is offside. Whistled by our assistant referee. Getting an all-female official crew here. Believe that's Kayla Megapinto. On the opposite side is Rebecca Enick, and our center referee, Aaron Seltzer. I'm sure everything is by the book. In an all-star game, usually not too much of an issue with that. Ball sent long. Goal kick. Long steps in for Pennsylvania, and going to the ground is Adams for Pennsylvania, so there's a foul called there. And a restart coming up for Team Pennsylvania on a free kick. 17th minute of action here at Penn State Harrisburg. No score between Team Pennsylvania and Team Maryland. Again, Team Pennsylvania with the ball now in the blue. And the ball away there to Team Maryland, who's in the red. Heading to the middle of the field. There's Michelle. Michelle going along on the far side and trying to keep the ball in and doing a great job of doing so. Here comes the cross and winning of a corner. And again, I believe that is Giada Monti over on that far side, who was able to run that down, keep that in play, and then win the second corner kick of the first half for Team Maryland. Get another opportunity on the free kick here, a corner kick coming up for Team Maryland. Good size in the box. This one's driven in. Tipped by the right foot of Michelle, gets it back, and the ball goes towards frame, but just wide to the left of it. So goal kick for Team Pennsylvania. You have number 13, you see her there, Sophia Michelle, for going to George Washington University, revolutionary next year. She was a 3-time WCAC All-Conference player, the Attacking Player of the Year for the 2024-2025 season of play. Great speed for her. Send the ball along to Pennsylvania. Stepping back on it. That is Madeline Wagner for Team Pennsylvania. Here's Hammaker, sends the ball across the middle. That ball is cleared, sent in, and a goal! That is Claire Thompson on the goal for Team Pennsylvania here in the 19th minute with the assist to Hammaker. I believe so. We're going to take a look at the replay. That is Claire Thompson. Let's take a look at the replay. The speed of Hammaker over on that right side has been a problem the entire time. The initial shot goes in. It's cleared right back to Hammaker, who gets the assist on the goal. And Claire Thompson over on that other side to knock the ball in. The Wilson College product. She will be a member of the Phoenix next year. She's got a goal here in the All-Star game. It's 1-0 Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania gets the ball right away. Hammaker has it spin off of her foot out of play. Throw-in coming up for Maryland. See if this loosens things up a little bit for Team Maryland. We haven't seen the Scott sisters yet, Emerson and Ava Scott. They are over there warming up on the far side. Looking forward to watching the two of them. And with the perennial power Severna Park, as well as Maryland United ECNL. Severna Park is a team in Maryland that has been rated as high as 6 in the country and has won 3 straight state championships, due in great part because of the Scott sisters. Maryland with it right now. That is Gracie Asari and Dramena in the back. Play it to the middle. A lot of strong players in the middle of the field for Team Maryland. Coming up the left-hand side, this is Bryce Sarver. Good pass, little 1-2 action, deflected by Bond of Pennsylvania. And good job of shielding there, and a come together of 2 players, but no foul being called there, as it is Millar able to corral that one. There's Haley Adams colliding there with Bryce Sarver. So we're trying to go after that ball. Good job of shielding that ball from Adams, allowing Millar to get that cleanly. But here is Maryland on the attack again. This is Salice. She'll take a long distance shot. Easy one hopper to the keeper, but you want to test everyone every once in a while. Salice, number 8 for the St. Joe's, also a member of that very, very powerful Maryland United ECNL team. She's going to be a Hawk next year with St. Joe's. She was second team All-State and All-Conference a year ago in the state of Maryland. Here come the team in red coming up the field over on the right side. Ball sent back up the field by Adams of Pennsylvania. Sorry, Romena will get the ball back to the middle of the field for Team Maryland. We're in the 22nd minute. It's a 19th-minute goal by Claire Thompson of Pennsylvania and has the team in blue in front. Played all the way back to Millar. Over to the side. Maryland going to try to pick up a little bit of pressure here. Ball in the middle, Hammaker. To the middle it goes. Possessed there by Shapansky. Long ball looking for the goal scorer, Thompson. And it is dispossessed by Maryland. Here comes Maryland up the right-hand side. A little bit of speed from Monty. Gets there around her defender and just wide of the mark. We're seeing both players with right-sided speed. Gianna Monty there, number 11 out of her. She's going to Ursinus College come this fall. Another Maryland United player, but she is causing some problems with her quickness. Explosive, athletic. That's how she's described. An excellent move there to get a shot off. Just wide of the mark. Still 1-0 Pennsylvania here in the 23rd minute. Ball sent long. Should be an easy play back to the keeper. Decker picks it up. Talked about her. She's U.S. Youth Soccer East Region ODP. She also was all-conference a year ago in her conference and also was a Northeast Super Region team member in 2024. So very accomplished keeper going to Abilene Christian University. Here's a left-footed cross into the box. Maggie Dare will send that one far out of play. Of course, a throw-in coming up for Team Maryland. Throw into the box. Adams able to head that ball out of danger and now cleared all the way up to midfield. See how they handle this one. Sorry, Romana had it go off of her head backwards. They're going to have to play possession back to the keeper. Decker a hard touch, but fortunately gets it away from Thompson. Comes to the near side with it, and a good move by Sarver to get around Hammaker. Bryce Sarver, she wants to go. Come into the attack. Pass up on the left-hand side. Michelle is onside over on the left side of the box. Looking for the cross, looking for an opportunity. Fires, and well aware was Millar. Good save that time by the Pennsylvania netminder. four-year starter in high school. And the LHAC first-team goalkeeper at Huntington High School. Makes a great save there to keep this a 1-0 Pennsylvania lead. Brian Kaiser with you here in the 25th minute of action here in this inaugural Big 22 Senior All-Star game. Ladies get an opportunity to shine here on the pitch. Pennsylvania with that 1-0 lead on a Claire Thompson goal in the 19th minute. Trying to split the double team that time was Tischer. And Pennsylvania comes out there with numbers. They've got 5v5 here. See what they can get out of it. Hammaker over on that right-hand side has been a menace in this first half. Trying to get around Sarver, does not. Krug will send it far side. Ball goes over top of Thompson's head, but she was offside by about a half a step. Big smile from Thompson there. Always good to get that opening tally. A member of Elite Soccer Academy, and we'll talk to the director of Elite Soccer Academy, John Gregg, coming up at halftime as he tells us all about what has gone into putting this event together for everybody. Great opportunity for all of these young ladies. We had a game right before this for a prospects sort of game between Pennsylvania and Maryland. Maybe future ladies are going to be playing in the main version of this. Some good foot skills down over there on the side. And the ball's going to be played out for a throw-in for Pennsylvania. Nice run that time down that side for Pennsylvania. Making that run down there was Lily Dietrich. She's going to be going to Albright University. Ball crossed, sent. And Maryland trying to get it up the field and does. Here they are. Tip over to the right side, trying to play with a little bit of speed here. Switches the point of attack over here to the left-hand side to Michelle. Nice back heel to an on-rushing and overlapping Harbor. Can she get around Bond? No, she cannot. Ashlyn Bond, Hempfield High School product. You see her there, number 6. Will run that down, a PA Classics player. Getting a lot of press right now because of their association with Christian Pulisic. Substitutions coming to the game for Team Maryland. We're going to see the Scott sisters. Ava Scott's number 12. Number 5 is Emerson Scott. She'll play in the back. Her sister plays up front. We'll also see who else. We're going to see Taylor Edwards check out. I believe also Charlotte Grimes checks it out here. Let's see who the other person who is checking out is. And there you see Emerson Scott. Marancoro is probably in the game as well, as she was the one person off the Maryland bench we had not seen yet. She wears number 10. Comes a throw in for Team, check that, corner kick for Team Maryland. Ball headed straight down, and Pennsylvania able to clear that away off the back line. Maryland possess here and set things back up again. Pressure from Pennsylvania, but it is Tischer who sends it over the far side. First touch of the game for Ava Scott. Overlapping is her sister. They're going to play over on the same side. Now they look to go down on the overlap on the right-hand side. Opportunity for the cross. Can Maryland get somebody on the end of this one? It goes low and is off the chest of Adams and chested over the end line for another corner kick coming up for Team Maryland. Emerson Scott, the Capital Gazette Girls Soccer Player of the Year in Maryland this past year. She'll be an Owl at the Division I level with Florida Atlantic come this fall. So it will be a corner kick taken for Team Maryland. This ball is driven near post, cleared away by Pennsylvania. Thompson will send it long. Krug is the one player back there for Team Pennsylvania to try to chase it down. She does get the ball. Now an opportunity for Pennsylvania, maybe do something with this. Can't get the possession, though. Here's Tischer. Sends it long into the left-hand side. It's going to be a battle between Michelle, and she's caught Molly Millar, the goalkeeper, who makes the grab there. Very active off of her line there, was alert to that danger. Good pressure there. For Team Maryland, here's an opportunity. Right side of the box, turning. Ball that is sent away by Pennsylvania, but controlled back on the right side of the box by Maryland. Tischer taking over that right-hand side. Looks like Maryland's looking to attack that way a little bit more often now. Going over on that side, down to the end line. An opportunity sent to the middle. Can Pennsylvania clear it? No, and it's off the crossbar, fired by Giada Monti. Great opportunity for Maryland. It's not done yet, though. Scott comes forward. That is Emerson Scott over to Ava Scott, now to the middle. Maryland putting a lot of pressure, and Michelle turns and fires just wide of the mark. But maybe the best pressure of the game, 31st minute for Maryland. Here's this ball across the middle. An opportunity for Monty, and boy, she put the laces to it well. Just a touch too high, and off the underside of the crossbar. The iron unkind there for Team Maryland. It remains 1-0. Team Pennsylvania. Good pressure from Maryland again. Excellent work that time. That's Charlotte Bryan running that one down. When they throw it, no, it's going to be last touch by Bryan. But all of a sudden, she is really picking up her pace on the front end. As Maryland looking to pressure Pennsylvania in their defensive end, every opportunity that they get. And that pressure once again gets the ball back for Team Maryland. Throwing in will be Bryce Sarber. She'll be going to UMBC, just like Pennsylvania's Emma Shapansky will be next year. They'll be teammates a year from now. Look at the speed right now for Pennsylvania's Krug chasing that one all the way back. Asari Dramena has to play it back to her keeper. Here comes Maryland the other way here in the 32nd minute of play. Over on the right-hand side, Scott to Scott. Tischer trying to get through a double team. It seems like anytime she has the ball in those areas, she's been doubled up. Trying to play the ball long for Ava Scott. That's a little too far, and she had already stopped her run in that situation. Substitution, they will bring in Charlotte Grimes, returns to the game in the back line. And Gracie Asari Dramena will get a chance to sit down and take a quick break. Grimes was a state semifinalist at the high school level last year with Linganore High School. High school coach talks about her soccer IQ and relentless work ethic, something you see from a lot of these ladies. And here's somebody with a lot of work ethic. That's Ryan Hammaker of Pennsylvania, once again using the speed, but just too much on the last touch, trying to get around Grimes, the last line of defense. Goal kick coming up. There you see Ryan Hammaker, a fantastic career both for CASA at the club level and for East Pennsboro High School. Player of the Year in the Mid-Penn Capital Division last year. Like several of these players, will be a Golden Ram next year for Westchester University at the Division II level. Ashlyn Bond, her teammate for Pennsylvania, also will be going there. On the ball now, number 10 is Maran Coro. Center midfielder from Maryland. Pennsylvania gets the ball. Here is Grimes. Check that, Elizabeth Wolf, who sends the ball down into the Maryland end, and it's picked up by Tavi Decker. This ball there played up the middle, but Coro will get there first. She's going to look for the long legs of Ava Scott up that right-hand side. Can't quite keep it in, though. She's over there on that side. I believe that's Lily Dietrich, who's over there on that side for Pennsylvania, chasing down on the left. There's number 8, Peyton Slice. Going to St. Joe's next year. Pennsylvania to throw in up the far sideline. In the middle of the field. Flash of bodies. Wolf can't get it cleanly. Here's Maryland with the ball here in the 35th minute of play. Sophia Michelle, good pressure. Had it for a moment, deflects off of her. Scott can't keep the possession. Here's Pennsylvania looking to counter. Wolf, long ball. She's got Krug in the middle. She's got Thompson, the goal scorer, over on the left-hand side. And the ball cleared over the far sideline by Maryland. Only goal of the game so far in the 19th minute. Claire Thompson off of a tap-in after an assist on the cross from Ryan Hamaker. That's what has Team Pennsylvania up by a score of 1-0. Pennsylvania with the ball right now, possessing in the back as we're approaching the halftime mark. Getting there. Not quite there, though. We still have some time here to work the clock, and these two teams still trying to figure each other out as far as even their own team. In the second half, we'll see a little bit better continuity as these teams know a little bit more about what their skill sets are and what sort of things they're capable of doing. Coro, long ball up the middle, splitting defenders is Bryan. She's in on the keeper. Opportunity for Charlotte Bryan, steps around, and she is taken down in the box. And that is going to be a penalty kick opportunity coming up for Team Maryland. Great ball from Coro as she flipped the ball forward. Bryan split the two defenders in the middle. We're going to see probably the very end of this. You see a full couple steps she has on Adams, and Millar couldn't take the chance on that one and tried to go for the ball. Didn't get there and got the leg instead. So an opportunity for Charlotte Bryan, who made the long run to get there. United Soccer Coaches All-Region South team in 2025. She'll put her foot to it, center step, and fires to the right side for the PK goal. And we are tied up here at 1 apiece. That is Charlotte Bryan with the tally from the penalty spot. Hesitation was enough just to get Millar leaning to her right. The ball sent back the other direction for the goal. We are tied up at 1 between Maryland and Pennsylvania. Maryland a little bit longer bench than Pennsylvania. See it once again, the step up. One that Millar probably would want to have back for no other reason than it wasn't in a corner. It was a little closer to her, but still had enough power to make sure that any lean to the opposite direction was not enough to make the save. Comes Pennsylvania with possession. Haven't seen them do a lot of this today. And that is just try to possess the ball all the way back to the keeper. Difficult to possess and be comfortable possessing when you don't know your teammates overly well. They played more of a counter-attacking style here in the first half. Giveaway here over on the far side. Throw-in coming up for Team Maryland. Scott to throw the ball up the field. Adams will head it right back out of play. We are in the 39th minute. We go 40 here in the first half, so we are under 2 minutes left to go here in half number 1. It's been an entertaining contest. 1-1 is our score. Thompson and Bryan, the goal scorers for either side. Adams can't quite keep it away from Bryan. It's in the box. Pennsylvania trying to clear it, and does for a moment. Here's Scott over on the right-hand side. Ball back to, that would be Emerson Scott now with it. Flip forward as she runs into the box. We're going to have a throw-in coming up for Team Maryland. Coming up at halftime, we'll talk with John Gregg, the director of Elite Soccer Academy. He tells us all about how this wonderful event came to be, the Big 22 Senior All-Star Game. Talk to him about how that all got started. That's coming up at our halftime. Goal kick coming up for Millar of Pennsylvania. Swung over on the near side. Now to Adams. Under a minute left to go. That's a giveaway in the middle of the field. Can Maryland make something out of it here? Ball played forward. Michelle bodied up there. Back heel. Can't get it cleared. Pennsylvania, though, doesn't get it all the way out. Maryland still in a dangerous position. Left-footed shot is deflected down. Again, not cleared by Pennsylvania. And finally, Adams is able to get it up towards midfield. Pressure being applied now, though, by Maryland. Till this. Here's the counterattack the other way. This is what Pennsylvania's done most of this half with their attack, is attempt on the counter. About 10 seconds left to go in the half, and that ball is going to go over the end line, and that should do it for half number one. It's been an entertaining first half of soccer here on the All-Star level. Team Pennsylvania, a goal in the 19th minute from Claire Thompson on an assist from Ryan Hamaker. And Team Maryland able to equalize after Charlotte Bryan drew the penalty kick opportunity and then finished it herself in the 37th minute of play. It is halftime. It's 1-1. Team Maryland and Team Pennsylvania. We're going to take a break right now. When we come back, I'll talk with Director of Elite Soccer Academy, John Gregg, as we learn about the Big 22 Senior All-Star Game. Back after this.
You have a running event you've worked hard to grow. Now take it to the next level. Invicta Running features live streaming coverage of charity runs, fun runs, 5Ks, 10Ks, 10-milers, half marathons, full marathons, and cross-country events. We bring it all to life with high-quality production and expert commentary. In addition, we bring our 17 by 10-foot LED trailer to allow spectators and sponsors to see the event live as it happens. Mix in some sponsor promotions and commercials, and Invicta helps grow your event with new added excitement. Call today to book for your upcoming running event.
Back here at halftime of the inaugural Big 22 Girls Senior All-Star Game, and I'm here right now with the director of Elite Soccer Academy, John Gregg. This is the brainchild that you had, and a great opportunity to get these girls an opportunity to get one more game before they start off on their college careers.
Yep, it's been a long time coming. It's been about 10 years in the planning process. Started off real basic in my club program where we just honored the seniors, right before they went away to college, kind of like a senior night high school, but we did it for a club. And then finally I just decided to pull the trigger and jump on the opportunity to do something similar to the Big 33 Football Classic for girls soccer. And since we have no girls sports in the state that have a kind of an all-star event outside of high school, and that's pretty much how it all came about. It's been a long time process and a lot of hard work into it, but I'm glad it's finally here. So.
It's a similar sort of setup what football does. What was it about Maryland that made it an easy connection?
Well, proximity. You got Maryland kids that live 45 minutes away, and you got Pittsburgh kids that live 3 hours away. So it made sense to kind of like follow the same tradition of Penn State and Maryland. And not only that, but coaching friends that I had in Maryland and the connection I have with like ODP and the national team programs, where a lot of my friends that are coaches and former college coaches, they could help me recruit players in the first year especially, and then just being so many ties between people that live in this area that are now in Maryland and vice versa, Maryland and that, with like the Harrisburg Heat owners and things like that. It was just I think it was very simply to be the best possible way to get players, keeping it within that proximity. So as far as now, it's great. We got plenty of players from both.
I've seen some great interactions, too, between the girls here today, both Pennsylvania and Maryland talking to each other. And they know each other. Some of them have played together. Some of them have definitely played against each other already, even before today.
Yeah. We actually have girls that are going to college as roommates One's on Maryland, one's on PA, so that's really cool. It actually started off with our training session this morning. We got a locker room open, but we couldn't get the second locker room open, so they were all forced to go change and get ready for our training session this morning in the same locker room. And I literally just joking with the coaches. I said, there's either a big cat fight going on in there, or they're having a kumbaya session. And they came out and they're like, we did a name circle, and they got to meet kids from different places. So we've got girls going to college in California, Texas, Florida, and then everywhere in between. So they all it was great getting them to know each other and meet and train on the same field. So this hopefully will be a fun and exciting games, and a lot of new friendships are made.
What's the goal overall for this game, short term and then long term?
Short term was we wanted to just have a game, right? We didn't care what the Infantia was going to be like. We just wanted to make sure we had a game tonight. This is actually a lot bigger than I was expecting, like with what we had in the commitment level from the families and the players, and then the ID game beforehand. Long term is that, someone had to start the Big 33 football game. Don't know who that was, but somebody had to have the brainchild of it and start it. So hopefully years from now that I'm no longer involved in it, but this game's still going on, and we have players that want to come back and do this and bring in younger players. That's why we had the ID game tonight with college coaches watching them. We were hoping that maybe some of those players in the years to come will be playing in this game because they were identified at the earlier event. So that's kind of it.
Last thing for you is just about the fact that not only is the teams that it's an all-girls thing, it's also you were very intentional about officiating as well, making sure that there were female coaches, female referees. How important was that to get going?
Well, I've been doing this a long time. I'm a girl dad. I've got 2 girls that played for me growing up. I've been coaching girls soccer. The coaches of the previous game were players of mine. I wanted to get them involved in getting the women's game bigger and better. And I think it's very important for girls to not just hear from male voices, but to have the opportunity to be around other females that have done different things, whether it's refereeing, coaching, or just playing and, becoming, professionals in their lives someday. But I wanted to make sure that we had an all-girls event that, I have as least amount of interjection as possible, except for maybe sending out an email or 2.
Well, congratulations on what's a great start to this, and hopefully this becomes something big in the future.
Yep, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
John Gregg here, the director of the Elite Soccer Academy here at halftime. We'll be back with the second half of action in the Big 22 Girls Senior All-Star Game after this.
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invika has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions.
And we are again at halftime of the inaugural Big 22 Girls Senior All-Star Game, 2026 version of this one. And at halftime, we have a tie score here between Team Pennsylvania and Team Maryland, 1-1. Scoring in that first half, Pennsylvania getting on the board first, and then Maryland being able to equalize from the penalty spot. Now let's take a look at some halftime highlights if we get the opportunity to do that. As both teams you can see right now, they are over there getting their information from their coaches. Now here's where the Pennsylvania goal came from. Ryan Hamaker, number 14, who was really a menace over on the right side most of the game. Initial shot cleared over the side, right back to Hamaker, who finds the volley of Claire Thompson. Look at the smile on her face. She's happy about a goal. But here's the equalizer, at least what set it up, as Charlotte Bryant got behind the defense, and the keeper for Pennsylvania, Molly Millar, had to take her down in the box. No card in this game. especially since Pennsylvania doesn't have a second keeper anyway, as the stutter step sends her the wrong way, and Bryant pockets the goal for the penalty kick to tie this game up at 1 apiece. Both teams have had a half now to work it out, play with each other. I think we'll see both these teams here in the second half look a little bit more in sync with each other. Pennsylvania coaches Manya Papioni and Alyssa Radu, and Maryland coaches Athena Gramatis and Kayla Edwards, getting their last instructions to their respective teams. And we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the second half of action right after this.
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invika has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions.
And welcome back here to Penn State Harrisburg, site of the 2026 Big 22 Girls Senior All-Star Game. We are just underway here in the second half, as we have a 1-1 score after one half play. Pennsylvania in the blue. We have the possession right now. Maryland in the red. They've just taken it away from Pennsylvania. This is Ava Scott with it. Passes to Millfield. Bryce Sarver, left back. Send it long, and Pennsylvania comes up with it. So many times in all-star games, you don't get a ton of time to work with some of these players. Some of these players you've played with, some of them you haven't. Finding skill sets. That's a good ball over the top that time from Ava Scott, trying to find the far side, and Team Maryland can't quite run that one down. Ball goes over the end line for a goal kick. I believe we do have a change in net for Team Maryland. Not for Pennsylvania. That is Pennsylvania's keeper, Molly Millar. She's the only keeper here for Team Pennsylvania. On the other side, Tommy Decker had the first half. I believe Caitlin Ruddy is the keeper for half number 2. And there she is, wearing number 1 as well. She'll be going to Randolph-Macon College. It is Maryland with the ball right now. They'll play it back to Ruddy. Quick offer line, Coleman possession, elite shot stopper, according to her college coach. Will be a yellow jacket next year at the D3 level. Maryland plays it up the left-hand side now. Into the middle. That's Grayson Tischer. Spin. Finds the foot of one of her teammates on the side. Now they're going to play it long. I believe that is Coro running up the left-hand side. Cuts back to the inside. Has it on her favorite right foot, a shot, and that is a goal! Fantastic shot that time from Marin Coro. Marin Coro going to Towson University, and here in the 43rd minute, she has put Maryland up 2-1. Look at this right-footed shot. And Millar couldn't quite get to the near post, got a piece of that, knocked it off of the upright to the left, and it trickles across the goal line after it hits the right upright. So it is a lead now for Maryland by a score of 2-1. Ron Coro All-State midfielder in the state of Maryland for last season. She has a tally and what is the go-ahead goal. Pennsylvania going the other way. Hammaker now over on the left-hand side here in the second half, going right at the defense. Towed away nicely by Charlotte Grimes. Comes Maryland. They're going left to right now in the red. Turned by Slice. Now to Tischer. Swing it all the way over to Sarver on the other side. Sarver had the assist. There was one on that goal, and she was the one who played the ball forward for Coro, who has it again. Another shot, same sort of way, and a low knuckler is handled well by Millar. They're giving Ron Coro opportunities over on that far side. I may have misidentified the player over there. That may not have been Coro. I think that actually was Taylor Edwards who actually ended up getting the goal there. We'll double check on that. I'll ask for a re-rack on the replay just to make sure who it is. Edwards is offside. Some of these uniforms, especially on the far side, a little difficult to check out. Our assistant referee able to whistle that one for offside. So there's Millar playing the ball up. We're going to try to take a look at that goal again. So I can better identify the player who scored it there. We'll do that at the next opportunity on a stoppage here. Ball played up the middle, headed back lightly to the keeper. Hammaker got a hand on it. The ball comes out and into the box, and well done by Ruddy, as Grimes just headed the ball backwards softly and not strongly enough to get it all the way back, and Hammaker almost had an opportunity there. Ball goes long. Edwards is offside once again. So after that offside, Pennsylvania put it back into play. Long ball comes up in the middle of the field. Pennsylvania with it right now. That's Taylor Bard who's in the middle of the field on the Elizabethtown. So the Shippensburg FC Elites club level. We're moving over to Keystone FC. Jay Aspire. Maryland with it. Scott sisters working as you would expect them to. A lot of cohesion over here on this right-hand side. Number 5 is Emerson. Number 12 is Ava. They run in unison up the field, and Haley Adams, the Middletown High School grad, comes up and steps in and deflects that away. Here comes the counterattack. Hammaker. Squeezed off the ball by Tischer of Maryland. 47th minute. It is now 2-1 in favor of Maryland. Edwards, dispossessed by Adams of Pennsylvania. Here comes Pennsylvania up the left side again. Ball towed over this near sideline and out of play. Let's take a look at this opportunity. That ball that was headed back. Here's Hammaker out of the box, and the ball went off of the face. Hands were close, but I don't think the referee felt that a play was made with the hands. If it would have been a handball off the box. So, bang bang play. Sometimes when you see that a keeper uses the hands, it's natural. But when she's outside the box, you're not allowed to do that. So that could have been a potential free kick opportunity there for Pennsylvania. It was deemed to not be that way. That's Maddie Durr up the right-hand side for Pennsylvania. And she sends it out of play. And Pennsylvania has, let's take a look at that goal again. Over on that side. Ball played up on the outside. That was Sarver playing it up. That was Sophia Michelle who had the goal there. And now for Team Maryland, he's got it again. Here's Coro, who I gave credit for the goal, and instead that ball is crossed in and picked off by Millar. So I believe it was Michelle who ended up with the goal there for Team Maryland. Have to try to check on that. It was not Coro who had the goal. It was Michelle who had the goal for Team Maryland. Here comes Pennsylvania dispossessed in the middle of the field as Maryland getting a little bit more physical on the defensive side of things. And for Pennsylvania, that is Madeline Wagner, going to Lebanon Valley College, part of the Flying Dutchman family next year. D3 level. So it's a Mid-Penn Colonial All-Star at Boiling Springs, along with her club ball at Keystone FCGA Aspire. We're number 11 in the middle of the field for this Pennsylvania team. Right now the ball's coming back towards her area, but Maryland in possession. Stepping in front is Taylor Bard. Bard sends the ball at the left-hand side. Options here for Pennsylvania. Hammaker will run that down. She's got in the middle. Krug is there, but Hammaker can't quite get there before the end line. It goes over the end line for a goal kick for Maryland. Determined look on the face of Ryan Hammaker. Several multi-goal games this past high school season. Fantastic high school career at East Pennsboro. Here's a nice move in the middle of the field, and then playing it wide is Coro. Running on, crossing it is Edwards. And Pennsylvania able to get it out of there with Ashlyn Bond, the Hempfield High School product. Under PA Classics. The Lancaster Lebanon League first team all-section player a year ago. Ball to the middle, great look, and another goal for Team Maryland. That one is Maran Coro. She gets the feed inside here in the 51st minute. Maran Coro with the goal. Great look at the beginning of that play. I believe that was Emerson Scott with the assist on the play. Just splitting between the defenders in the back. Look at the touch on this pass. Excellent control with the chest. And an easy slot past the keeper for a 3-1 advantage for Team Maryland. Pennsylvania will have to figure things out now. It's been the pressure of this Maryland team not allowing anything really easy. We haven't seen much possession from Pennsylvania as they've tried to counterpunch the entire time. Play over here on the near side. Emerson Scott has the assist on that third goal. With some speed up the side. Her twin sister, Ava Scott, into the middle. Once again, chested down, but not controlled by Edwards. Pennsylvania can't clear it completely. There's Sophia Michelle. She had the second goal of the game for Team Maryland. Sarver overlapping on that side. They drop it back. Here's an opportunity. Ball chested down by Pennsylvania and cleared by Adams. All the pressure, though, right now being applied by Maryland as they try to apply the knockout punch here, up 3-1 already. So difficult to come back, especially with Pennsylvania only having 2 subs over there. So it's not like there's a lot of options for the coaches to try to change things up. All slotted over on the left-hand side, and all of a sudden this Maryland team looking very cohesive. Ball cleared away as this back line of Pennsylvania is completely under siege right now. Big smile from number 7, Grayson Tischer. She's going to the University of Maryland. She was the Baltimore Sun first-team All-Metro player last year, also an ECNL North Atlantic All-Conference first-team member for the last 2 years. Plays for Pipeline ECNL at the club level. A lot of things for her. Selected to participate in the high school All-American game, named to the compelling North Atlantic ID team. She's been a very, very productive player so far, and Maryland will be happy to have her as a Terrapin next year. That is Emerson Scott, number 5. She had the assist on the 3rd goal. She and her twin sister play with the Annapolis Blues as well. They're with that group. Also with that group, Tisher. There's one more player who is on this team. But, can't find that right now in my notes, but he was playing with the Annapolis Blues. Getting a little bit of run at a little bit higher level with some of the older players. 54th minute of action. It is 3-1 Team Maryland leading Team Pennsylvania. Brian Kaiser with you. Glad you could join us this evening for this inaugural event here, the Big 22 Girls Senior All-Star Game. Ball thrown in. Maryland has had almost all of the possession here in half number 2. A lot of these players playing at the club level for Maryland United. That's a shot that's taken long from Sarver. Check that. That was Peyton Slice, who took that shot. That was not far off of the mark, as Millar had it covered and allowed that to go. Take a look at this from distance. Just a little too much bend in the ball. And Millar had that covered, but still, they are testing the net quite often. Pennsylvania would do well to get a little bit of possession and relieve some pressure, but they have not been able to do so. A couple passes strung together by Pennsylvania, but still in their defensive 3rd right now. Wolf sends it up the sideline, but can't keep it in play. You look at this Maryland squad, so many of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, all Maryland United players. So they would have a little bit more cohesiveness than maybe some of the Pennsylvania players who are from all sorts of different club teams that they've played for. All over here on the near side. Played out. Throw-in coming up for Team Pennsylvania. Coming over to throw this one in. That is number 4, Sarah Long. She is with Ballers Labs is the very unique club name that she is with. 3-sport athlete. District champions all 4 years of high school at Shikellamy High School. Sarah Long. She'll be staying in the northern part of the state at Lock Haven University next season. With that Bald Eagles squad, joining Elizabeth Wolf, who's also on this Pennsylvania team. You see her there, number 9. There's Maryland here in the 57th minute with a 3-1 lead. Pennsylvania got the first goal of the game. It was Claire Thompson on an assist from Ryan Hamaker. The 3 goals since then from Maryland have the Terrapin group in the lead. Over on the right-hand side, here's some numbers for Pennsylvania. Here's Thompson, the goal scorer, over on the right wing this time. She'll cut in, looking. Now cuts back to the left foot, drops it back. Great tracking back for Team Maryland. Just taking it away is Slice. Fisher sends it over on the side. Back the other way. Pressure in the midfield that time from Taylor Bard. He'll be a Blue Jay next year. You see her there going to Elizabethtown College. Known for her speed, whether she's in the midfield or can also move forward and play up front when necessary. Haley Adams with the ball. She was a first-team Mid-Penn Capital defender last year, calling presence in the defensive 3rd, known for being gritty and physical in the back. She'll be with the Golden Wolves next year at Alvernia University. There's Long. Back there in the back, they have been the ones who have been under pressure so far. Ball up to Taylor Edwards over on the right-hand side. With some speed, here comes Ava Scott, dispossessed the ball by Adams. She's had a really nice start to the second half. Coro in the middle. Try to switch the point of attack. Now go right up the middle. Adams steps in and clears it. Thompson leads the ball forward. Here's Hammaker trying to use that speed, but again, it is Maryland aware of that speed now, and now is covering a bit of stopper sweeper. Giveaway here in the back. Here's a chance. A quick turn and a shot is off the mark, is on the mark, but an easy save for Caitlin Ruddy for Team Maryland. That shot taken by Pennsylvania. That was Madeline Wagner who had that. So throw-in coming up for Team Pennsylvania. Long. Finds Wolf. They'll be teammates a year from now. In the fall, I should say. Maryland gets the ball back, though. Almost midway through the second half of action. Maryland has both goals here in the second half and has a 3-1 lead. On the left-hand side. That is the speed of Sophia Michelle. It continues to be a problem. Good pass. When open, Scott deflected and blocked by Long. It needed to be. That was an open opportunity initially. Throwing coming up for Pena. Ball up the field. Wagner, the only blue shirt there, surrounded by three the other direction. Middle of the field, that is Emma Shapansky. Moved to Allegheny High School and plays for Steel City FC, USLW's. See if they can work through her a little bit more and get a little bit more possession here in the second half. Ball chipped up the field. Playing over to Madeline Durr. Madison Durr of Pennsylvania. Ball played on this near side. Good overlap coming up. It is Emerson Scott who runs it down in the corner. She will cross into the box, behind the box. One player near it. That's Coro. Now it's Ava Scott looking, and Adams will clear that out to midfield. The action has been down in the Middletown and the Pennsylvania half of the field most of this time. So we're here at Penn State Harrisburg. Ball played out over here on the near side. Don't allow the corner, which is smart. But a throw-in coming up for Maryland again as we have subs. Maryland will bring three into the game at this point. Gracie Asari Dramena is back in. She'll replace Sophia Frucci. Ron Coro has scored a goal, and she'll get a break. Back in will be Giada Monti. So here comes the throw in for Team Maryland here in the 62nd minute. Ball chipped up. Pennsylvania able to get it. Bond will play it up. Can Hammaker hold it up? She does. Thompson looking to use the speed. And Asari Dramena able to get that ball back away from the dangerous Hammaker. Pennsylvania controls it. Can they get a couple passes together? Nope. Too much pressure again from that Maryland defense. Bond will now try to start things for Pennsylvania. Flips it long. Looking over on the near side here. Ball flipped away from Wagner back to the keeper. Comes Maryland the other way. Definitely looking much more comfortable together here in this second half as Team Maryland. Monty goes to Tischer. That ball's deflected by Thompson. Big difference in pressure also on the ball here. Pennsylvania has not been able to pressure as quickly in the midfield or as often. Here's an opportunity. Goal scorer in the first half, Charlotte Bryan's back in the game. Clashing heads there in the middle. Looks like Wolf and Tischer are okay. Adams will step up, sends the ball long. It's going to be a throw-in coming up for Team Maryland. 3-1 our score. Thompson, 19th minute for Pennsylvania. Bryan, Michelle, Poro, the goal scorers for Team Maryland. Great event here, though. The Big 22 Girls Senior All-Star Game. 3 female officials. We've got all female coaches. Excellent way to be able to showcase these ladies one more time before they go off to their respective colleges. Pennsylvania with the possession now after Maryland was trying to build a little bit. They give it away right away. That's been the disappointing part about what Pennsylvania's been able to do. It just the pressure of Maryland defensively on the ball has been enough to keep the ball away from any real continuous possession. Pennsylvania has been basically counter-attacking, counter-punching. That's been about it so far. It's resulted in 1 goal, but it's been a lot of pressure on their own goal, and they've given up 3. Here's an opportunity now. Run into space. Good step from Pennsylvania there in the back. Drop back. Thought about from distance, now steps around, cutting around with the right foot. Shot rising just a little bit too high. Excellent opportunity that time, and a great take by Peyton Salice. St. Joe's prospect. She's going to be going there in the fall. Let's see with moves like that exactly why. Let's take a look at this once again, just dancing through it, how close this really was to being the 4th goal of the game for Team Maryland. Ball headed right back into the Pennsylvania end. Here's Adams up the near side. She sends it too far to the sideline. Wagner didn't have much of a step that way anyways. Pennsylvania has shifted defensively a little bit. Now they have moved Adams out wide. Good job by Pennsylvania shutting off the very speedy and physical Taylor Edwards, who was making a good slicing run through the defense there. Ball played all the way back to Millar in net. Bard can't keep possession. Here comes Maryland the other way. Opportunity for Grayson Tischer. Over to Charlotte Bryan. That is Peyton Salice with the ball now. Continued possession for Maryland as they try to pick apart this Pennsylvania defense. Down to the end line, cross in the middle, and Pennsylvania keeps it in play. An opportunity shot blocked in front from Edwards. And it is Pennsylvania who comes out of there with the ball. Can they counterattack here? Only one player up there, but it is the speedy Ryan Hamaker who gets there before anybody else to the left side of the defense, trying to get around. Slide tackle, and a great one that time, and Hamaker went down, and she is hopefully going to be okay. It's a clean challenge that time from Gracie Asari-Dramena, who went in, knew that the only thing she could do there was to try to slide and get there in front of Hamaker, got to the ball first, and Hamaker tumbled right over top of her. Here's that play again, and it is a clean tackle there. Got to ball first. So they'll check Hamaker out. And in any of these All-Star games, you have to give it to these girls also for coming out here and being willing to play with soccer in their college soccer careers coming up. Because this is the one thing with these All-Star events, sometimes you worry about, hey, what happens if somebody gets injured? Many times you're not going to see, and you haven't seen here today, many really physical or sliding challenges, but that was a place where Asari-Dramena knew that the only chance had to stop Hammaker was to go down and make the correct play of getting that ball, and it was going to be a physical challenge on that play. Looks like Hammaker's fine. And that is a very, very good thing. Westchester will be pleased. I think they should be pleased also for what she's been able to show today. They're getting one heck of a soccer player there in the fall. She is going to join Ashlyn Bond there, her teammate from Pennsylvania. Ashlyn Bond, you're probably going to see her sister Bryn at some point too in this game in the future. She's just a sophomore and also is in the PA Classics system at this point. Very talented player. So we're back to action as Hammaker has been replaced. The ball's last touch, they're saying, by Pennsylvania. We're in the 69th minute of play. 3-1, Maryland with the lead right now. You see on the left side of your screen, that's John Gregg. He's setting up the medals for post-game for teams, the first place team and the second place team. You get gold, you get silver. They're setting those up at midfield to give everybody for after the game. Deservedly so, as all of these ladies have done a great job and been willing to come out here and give us a great night of soccer here at Penn State Harrisburg. Throwing coming up for Pennsylvania. That looked like Lily Dietrich. These are club ball at STN North Penn. State champion with Central Columbia High School in 2023 and was a first-team defender this past season. Poor ACL, though, at one point during high school, so it's been great to see her be able to come all the way back and recover from that injury. And Albright's going to get a very good player next year on the defense. Here is Team Maryland once again looking to attack. Sun has gone down. What has not gone down is the intensity from this Maryland attack, although they're offside on that play. Our officials have done a nice job here tonight. Kayla Megapinto and Rebecca Enick, Aaron Seltzer. There you see the coaches. On the left is Kayla Edwards. On the right is Athena Grammetis. They are the ones who are in charge of this Maryland squad. A conversation with the second goal scorer over there, number 13, Sophia Michelle. Throwing coming up for Maryland near midfield. Pennsylvania is going to get back in this game. They're going to have to do something quickly to get within one. But it is Maryland on the attack again. Great pass that time. An opportunity and a shot and a goal. Just firing a pass. And that on the front end is Ava Scott. In the 71st minute, it is Ava Scott making the score 4-1. Great ball here to start things off. That is Coro with an outstanding assist. And not much more could do there. That ball came in just a little bit too quickly. Just like Ava Scott did in the state semifinals, where she had a game-winning goal in that one for Severna Park. In 2 straight undefeated seasons for that high school team, she also puts one in the back of the net here in this all-star game. Coro now with a goal and an assist on the night. Has been a real player. Ron Coro out of Blair High School, also plays for this Maryland United squad. She's the glue of this high school team, making everyone around her better, and you're seeing why here today. So it is a throw-in coming up for Pennsylvania. Give the ball away, though, and Maryland fighting for everything right now. They've got it all their way, 4-1. That's what we got. Okay. Right now we're looking at the MVPs. We'll announce those right at the end of the game. But both these squads, a lot of talent out here. A lot of talent out here, both sides. Going the other way. And here comes Pennsylvania with the ball. Need to find something here. Pressure that time applied by Madeline Wagner. There's Haley Adams who will take a shot. She moves further up the field. Easily corralled by Caitlin Ruddy in net for Maryland. There's going to be a few awards at the end of this game. MVPs for each team, and then a sportsmanship award. The referees are going to be the ones who vote for that one. So the coaches vote for MVPs, and the sportsmanship award is going to be picked by the referees. Here's the ball, and the only one running for it this time is Charlotte Bryan. An opportunity again for Maryland. Bryan turns with the left foot shot. Great save from Millar. Still, Pennsylvania has not cleared the zone. Another shot, Millar able to grab that one. It's 4-1 Maryland, but Molly Millar has played well in net for Pennsylvania. She's just been under siege here in this second half as the ball has been entirely in this Pennsylvania end defensively. Here comes Pennsylvania with an opportunity here. Can they get something together? Krug runs to the right. Madeline Wagner comes the other way. Ball deflected over. There's Krug with an opportunity. She's going to be just offside. One of the reasons she might be offside is because of her running ability. She ran distance events this year for Dover High School and track, where she was a first-team YAIAA All-Division forward this year. Plays for Elite Soccer Academy on the club side and will be going to York College at Spartan next season. Here comes Maryland one more time. No mercy. Here is, once again, here is Coro. And a great job by Pennsylvania of getting all the way back for that one. That was Ashlyn Boyd, who didn't give up on that play and took the ball off the foot of Coro and forces a corner kick here in the 76th minute. So Coro's over there in the corner to take this one. Pennsylvania getting bodies back in the box to defend. Ball played up, ball headed up in the air, and played and cleared by Pennsylvania. Scott will try to head it back in, and now the ball played by Wolf out here the near side. Krug with it. Plays it around her defender. Here's an opportunity with numbers for Pennsylvania. Hamaker's back in the game. That's great to see also. Krug trying to get there on that left-hand side. Can't keep it in. So Ryan Hamaker went down earlier, about less than 10 minutes ago, back into the game, healthy again for Team Pennsylvania. Addison Krug there. We wind down under 4 minutes left to go in this 2026 Big 22 Girls Senior All-Star Game. Team Maryland with a 4-1 advantage right now on Team Pennsylvania. Another opportunity. This one's going to be offside. I'll give it to Maryland. This is not the soccer you're going to see continually here at the World Cup level, where you got a 4-1 lead, you're backing it out, you're not pushing and turning it on. This Maryland team knows that there's still goals to be had out there if they want to push. They're going to continue trying to do what they can. And there's a great play over on the outside. That's no foul called there. Here comes Maryland into the box. A shot fired. Great save again by Molly Millar. Back in net for Team Pennsylvania. Coming the other way. Up the field. Ball headed out of play. You see Millar there. She will sleep well tonight. You can tell. You get that big sigh of, wow, can somebody please keep these shots away from me? But she's doing what whatever she can right now. Here's the ball played all the way up into the box and collected by the keeper for Team Maryland, which is Caitlin Ruddy here in the second half. Maryland playing a little keep away here at the end of this one. Possessing up the field. One player who's done a really nice job for Team Pennsylvania trying to keep everything together has been number 8, Emma Shapansky, on a UMBC in the fall. Her older sister Sarah plays for Gotham FC in the NWSL. And Emma has been an all WPIL team member junior and senior years, and a couple of WPIAL titles at North Allegheny. She's been that linchpin there in that defensive mid position. They again have been under siege. Another opportunity where Millar is able to take one off the foot of Peyton Slice. Chip to the outside. We're under a minute and a half left to go in this one. And again, no quit here in this Maryland team. And Emerson Scott will just send the ball looking for a cross. Nobody on the end of that one. Quick substitution. Pennsylvania will bring Claire Thompson back in for the last minute or so. And checking back out will be Madeline Wagner. She's got the goal, and she tells somebody in the fans she loves them. One thing I've liked out of it, she's had a smile on her face from the very outset of this game. Wilson College this fall. Ball over on the left side now. Overlapping run as we're under about 30 seconds left to go here in this one. Ball sent in. Millar has the ball hit her back leg. Kept it out of the goal. Maryland's not done yet. Trying to keep that in on the left-hand side. They do. Send it. Cross into the box. And the ball deflected down, and another, technically, you could call that a shot on net for Charlotte Bryan, and another save for Molly Millar. Final few moments, ball punted up to midfield, and the ball ends the way it has been most of this half. And that is in the Pennsylvania end of the field. Maryland with an absolute surge in the second half. Ends up winning this game 4-1. 3 goals here in the second half of action to give them a total of 4. Michelle Coro and Ava Scott are the goal scorers in this one. Let's take a look at the highlights. We can recap everything that happened here. So you get everything. Here's the opening goal of the game in the 19th minute. Ryan Hamaker passed it over to Claire Thompson for the goal. Big smile on her face. Pennsylvania was up 1-0, but it was all Maryland after that. This was the spot where things changed, where Charlotte Bryan got in one-on-one against the keeper, earns the penalty kick, pockets it in the net to tie things up at the half. That was in the 37th minute of action. Second half of action, all Team Maryland. Here is Sophia Michelle with a great shot just inside off one goal post to the other goal post. Then on the other side, here's a chip. Great one by Ava Scott. Or check that, Emerson Scott. She finds Maran Coro for a goal. Coro wasn't done. Coro would take this pass. Little give and go. And Ava Scott fires it past Molly Millar for the goal, making it 4-1 in favor of Team Maryland. So Maryland wins this one. Congratulations to Team Maryland. Congratulations to Team Pennsylvania, everyone involved in this. It was a great night. The crowd was very appreciative of the efforts by all of these young women out there on the field. We're going to have the announcements of the MVP, the Sportsmanship Awards. A lot of smiles over there. And I think there's probably going to be a lot of smiles on the Pennsylvania side as well, because this was a lot of fun for all of them. They got to hang out, meet some people, and some people that they're probably going to be playing against at some point come this fall. So I know who the MVPs are for Pennsylvania and for Maryland. Do we know the sportsmanship award? We're going to find that out too. So we can announce it up here on our broadcast. They're going to announce it also, because we're probably going to might have to cut out here before that happens. But okay. So interesting also, there is a $500 scholarship for each MVP, as well as the person who got the sportsmanship award. So great for them. And I am not surprised one bit by the person who won the sportsmanship award. And you might know why after some of the things I've said about her and how much fun she was having in tonight's game. But both teams are coming over right now. Pennsylvania with their coaches, Manya Papioni and Alyssa Radu. And for Maryland, Maryland's going to be coming over with their coaches, Athena Gramatis and Kayla Edwards. And the crowd gives them a nice round of applause. They'll all line up. They'll get their awards and medals and whatnot. But a great night overall here in the inaugural 2026 Big 22 Girls Senior All-Star Game. You see out there in the middle of the field, the trophy that's going to be to the winning team. You see John Gregg, who is responsible for this, the director of Elite Soccer Academy. He's the person who is brainchild to put this all together. With John in different ways in soccer over the years, he has been very committed to club soccer and the development of young girls as far as their soccer abilities and getting them opportunities at the collegiate level. And this was his brainchild to put this together and give an event like this, like the Big 33 Football Classic, where you could put some of the best players in both the states of Pennsylvania and Maryland on the same field and get an opportunity to just see how much talent these young women have. And we've seen that here on display today. So Maryland is coming over right now. Big thank you also to Penn State Harrisburg for hosting this today. A great event, and somebody's got to be willing to put themselves out there and be able to host something like this. And that's exactly what Penn State Harrisburg has done. Fantastic facility here. Love it. What they have here and what they've built here. I remember a time, because I live right down the road from this, but I remember a time where the area that we are currently in as a stadium was all trees. There was absolutely nothing there but just trees, and now it is a thriving soccer field for an up-and-coming Division III program that continues to just get better and better with all of the facilities and athletics that they have here. So it is a fantastic facility and something that they should be proud of. Both these teams have lined up now. They're just putting their bags, the last few are putting their bags over on the side. So we'll have everyone lined up as they announce the award winners and also give everyone their medals. Photographers are down there ready to take some pictures for prosperity's sake. Hopefully we can do this not just next year, but many, many years to come for an event that has a lot of good that's going to come out of this today. So we are now going to award all of our players. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to announce each of these ladies because we should. Molly Millar, number 1. Number 2 is Haley Adams. And what they're doing is they are giving the medals to each other. That's number 4, Sarah Long. Number 5, Lily Dietrich, Team Pennsylvania. Next up will be number 6, Ashlyn Bond. Number 7 is Claire Thompson. Number 8 is Emma Shapansky. Number 9 is Elizabeth Wolf. Number 10 is Taylor Bard. Number 11, Maddie Wagner. Number 14, Ryan Hamaker. Number 17, Addison Krug. And number 23, Madison Durr, who's going to Chatham University as a Cougar next season. That is Team Pennsylvania. Congratulations to them. Good luck to them in their respective college careers. Now for Team Maryland, same deal. Goalkeepers will congratulate each other. Tavi Decker, number 0. Number 1, Caitlin Ruddy. Number 2, Gracie Asari Dramena. Number 3, Charlotte Grimes. Number 4 is Sophia Frucci. Number 5, Emerson Scott. Number 6 is Bryce Sarver. Going to UMBC next year. Played for the Pipeline Soccer Club this season. Number 7 is Grayson Tischer. Number 8, Peyton Salice. Number 9, Charlotte Bryan. Number 10, Moran Coro. Number 11, Giada Monti. Number 12 is Ava Scott. Number 13 is Sophia Michelle. And number 15, Taylor Edwards. We're losing the Elite Soccer Academy table cover. We have two more for the coaches on each side as well, as the players will go over and award the coaches. Over here to Team Maryland. There's Coach Gramatis and Coach Edwards, and over there on the other side, Coach Papioni and Coach Radu. So now the announcement of the MVPs. So we'll see, and again, $500 scholarship from Elite Soccer Academy. Congratulations to the people who are going to win these. So congratulations going out to the MVPs for Pennsylvania and for Maryland. They don't know who it's going to be yet. You never can tell in these all-star games.
From Pennsylvania, defensive center mid, headed to the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. Tonight's MVP, Pennsylvania, Emma Shapansky.
Emma Shapansky is the Pennsylvania MVP. Defensive central midfielder going to UMBC. And over on the Maryland side, a lot to pick from a statistical standpoint, but it's going to be Moran Coro going to Towson University, and showed her impact in this game. So congratulations to both of them, $500 scholarships for both of them. And then the Sportsmanship Award. Referees voted for this player. And probably the biggest reason was the smile that was on her face the entire time. She had a big surprise, but I'm not surprised. I don't think the smile left her face pretty much the entire evening, just having a great time out there this evening. So Claire Thompson gets the Sportsmanship Award. So that'll do it. Big thank you to our entire crew here at Invicta, and great camera work here tonight. Excellent job by everybody in the truck. So I appreciate everyone for being part of this broadcast. For everyone involved, this is Brian Kaiser signing off here from the inaugural Big 22 girls soccer senior high school all-star events. Big team picture for everyone there at the end. That's what it's all about. Unity getting these girls one more opportunity before they go off to college and play soccer. Glad everyone could join us there this evening. Hopefully see you next year for this same event, 2027. That's it for tonight's broadcast. The Big 22 Girls Senior All-Star Game between Pennsylvania and Maryland. The final score, which ultimately, much does that really matter, but if you need to really worry about that, it was Maryland 4, Pennsylvania 1. Thanks for joining us tonight. This is Brian Kaiser signing off.